What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. We got some major update here for you guys for millions of Americans with President Donald Trump making a major announcement, couple major announcement here for seniors, for retirees, for everybody really. As this comes here, Donald Trump makes a major announcement. This is going to include Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, people coming up on all of this here. I'm going to give you all the details here in this video as President Donald Trump makes several different announcements here, and I'm going to give you all the details here right now. Let's jump right in. We are live on YouTube right now. Let me know if you can see and hear me in the chat. If you can, type yes. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country. As we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Also, don't forget to hit that like button for us and subscribe down below if you haven't yet so you don't miss out on updates like this. I keep you up to date on everything happening here around the world. Take a look at this. Okay, first up, Donald Trump taps TV personality Dr. Oz to lead centers for Medicaid and Medicare, and there's already several changes that we know about that may be coming or are coming here. I'll be going about this here in this video. If you've been watching my channel, we've been covering changes for Social Security that have been coming, and a bill that just passed in the House of Representatives for Social Security for millions of Americans. If you didn't see that, I'll link you to that video here in a few minutes. You'll definitely want to check that out. But yes, Donald Trump did just promote Dr. Oz to be the lead for Medicare and Medicaid for Dr. Oz, as you can see here. So yes, this is actually happening. Statement from President Donald Trump. I'm very pleased to nominate Dr. Oz, from the TV show, to serve as the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid CMS administrator. America is facing a healthcare crisis, and there may be no physician more qualified and capable of Dr. Oz to make America healthy again. He is an eminent physician, heart surgeon, inventor, and world-class communicator. He is actually a real doctor who has been at the forefront of healthy living for decades. Dr. Oz will work closely with RFK Jr., Robert F. Kennedy Jr., to take on the illness industrial complex and all the horrible chronic diseases left in its wake. Our broken healthcare system harms Americans and crushes our country's budget. Dr. Oz will be a leader in incentivizing disease prevention so we get the best results in the world for every dollar we spend on healthcare in our great country. He will also cut waste and fraud within our country's most expensive government agency, which is a third of our nation's healthcare spend and a quarter of the entire national budget. So, note there that he says that they're going to start cutting waste and fraud. So when I talk about cuts, money cuts, we'll get to that here in a second. Okay, so keep that in mind. They're already talking about cutting. Okay, Dr. Oz graduated from Harvard College, Harvard University, and earned a joint MD and MBA degree at the University of Pennsylvania School of Medicine as well, and Wharton Business School, my powerful alma mater. He rose to become a professor of surgery at Columbia University as well, while receiving numerous patents at his medical inventions. Authoring more than 400 original publications and publishing numerous New York Times best-selling books. He won 9 Daytime Emmy Awards at the Dr. Oz Show, where he taught millions of Americans how to make healthier lifestyle choices and gave a strong voice to the key pillars of the Make America Healthy Again movement. Dr. Oz and his wife, Lisa, expanded this effort by founding Health Corps a nonprofit that has improved the lives of millions of underserved teens nationwide over the past 2 decades. I have known Dr. Oz for many years, and I'm confident he will fight to ensure everyone in America again receives the best possible health care so our country can be healthy again. A recent small survey said that 72% of Medicare recipients felt more confident with President Donald Trump in office. You guys can let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. Okay, Trump allies OI overhaul with Medicaid and food stamps in a new tax legislation. President-elect Donald Trump, economic advisors, and congressional Republicans have begun preliminary discussions about making significant changes to Medicaid. This is not Medicare, this is Medicaid. And food stamps and other federal safety net programs to offset the enormous costs of extending Trump's 2017 tax cuts next year. This is being reported. Among other options under discussions by GOP Republican lawmakers and aides are New York requirements and spending caps for the programs, according to 7 people familiar with the talks, many of whom spoke and wished to remain anonymous because they were not authorized to speak publicly. Those conversations have included some economic officials on Trump's transition team, the people said. So we don't know all the details on this. I will keep you up to date here on our channel. Make sure you're subscribed. Another place being reported here, Trump may again seek cuts to Medicaid, those who would be affected. The program covers more than 30% of the population in just 11 states. So I will keep you up to date on this. What will happen to Social Security after Trump takes office? Readers are concerned that his campaign proposals would put Social Security finances on thinner ice, endangering payments. Other proposals from President Donald Trump has Trump raising Social Security in different ways. So a lot of people have a lot of different thoughts about Social Security, which I will keep you up to date here on as well. That's been a hot topic that I will be covering. How Trump's win could change your health care. President-elect Donald Trump's return to the White House poised to have big impacts on health care, especially when it comes to subsidies and Obamacare, and now Medicare and Medicaid as well. Here's what to know about potential changes coming to Medicaid and Affordable Care Act plans. President-elect Donald Trump's return to the White House is poised to have big impacts on consumer health care. Republicans may face few legislative roadblocks with their goals to reshaping healthcare in the U.S., experts say, after they have now retained a slim majority in the House and flipped the Senate, and they now have control of the presidency, giving them a trifecta: the Senate, the House, and the presidency. Households that get health insurance from Medicaid or the Affordable Care Act marketplace, also somewhat known as Obamacare, depending on how you get it, may see some of the biggest disruption due to reforms sought by Trump and Republican lawmakers, according to health policy experts. Some reforms would free up federal funds that Republicans could use for other Republican policy priorities, such as the Trump tax cuts, which they definitely want to renew, is a priority. Just under 8% of the U.S. population is uninsured right now. That is the lowest rate in American history, said Michael Sparer, a professor at Columbia University and as a chair at the Department of Health Policy and Management. The figure was 17% when the Affordable Care Act was enacted over a decade ago. That rate will start going up again, Sparer said. Trump announced on November 14th he wants to tap Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to run the Department of Health and Human Services, which includes the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services. CMS, in return, administers the Affordable Care Act marketplace, Children's Health Insurance Marketplace, also known as CHIP. Trump has also appointed Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, who reportedly said that they're going to cut up to $2 trillion for government efficiency. So, we're going to see a couple things going back and forth here. We're going to see some government cuts and also the potential Trump tax cuts come in, which is actually a reduction in taxes. So we could see several different things in play here. You guys can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think we're going to see going forward here? So government efficiency means a reduction in spending. So we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of changes here. What do you think we're going to be seeing here? I'm going to keep you up to date here on all these different things. We're literally seeing a lot of things happening here by the day. We also seen here within the last 24 hours or so, President Biden announced that Ukraine could use long-range weapons against Russia, which they did, and Putin is having a cow over it. So, but honestly, Ukraine was kind of using these already, not in that exact shape, but they were already allowed to use these across the border. But now they're kind of able to use them a little bit longer range. So it's interesting that Biden let them use that right before his presidency was over. We'll see how this affects things going forward. Let me know your thoughts on that as well. So crazy, crazy stuff here happening by the day. I'll keep you up to date. Don't forget to hit this like button, share this video with anybody that needs to hear this information. Subscribe down below. You can also subscribe to our Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter X down below. Click here to see the bill that just passed the U.S. House of Representatives, increasing Social Security benefits for millions. Or click here to see how Trump wants to increase Social Security benefits. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in